The tube's live. All right, here we are. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Thought I would sit down and just do a live stream for you guys while I work on a few projects here, have a little bit of fun, see if we can get a little boost in some algos. I'm doing this for a reason. Uh, I decided to not train today. I'm like, it's really cold in my garage. I've been making progress. I had the other week, I only did 2 workouts, and I'm still hitting PR after PR after PR. And at the end of the day, progressive overload is king. I feel like I'm getting stronger, bigger. I looked the leanest this morning. Like looking in the mirror this morning, I'm like, I'm definitely getting leaner, fuller, thicker, stronger. And that's really what matters at the end of the day. And I felt like this week I can get away with 2 workouts if I feel like it, work on my other projects, not beat my body into the ground. Because that's been the other thing too. My body just isn't beat up from all this, but we're making progress. And it's like I've been trying to say, and based on what I've observed, progressive overload and intensity is king, and it will even trump volume and everything else. And my workout Friday was so intense that I feel like I have gained muscle from it. I know that I'm stronger from it. I look leaner from it already, so I'm just going to chill. It's cold. I don't feel like dealing with the cold. Bundling up today. It's going to be a little warmer Wednesday, and I'll go train Wednesday and Friday. I'll do ab work and stuff. I did, really a set of really heavy band press downs for my triceps this morning, and that's enough. But I'm gonna work on some other projects. So I thought I'd sit down and chat with all my people, and come Wednesday, we'll come in and maybe get some PRs and see if we can get 13 reps on the squat. Yeah, no, Sam, I'm going to do 2 of them. I'll do a second one later this afternoon. I kind of said at the start, I want to mess with some stuff with the algo, and I feel like it will boost some stuff along because it has to do with my other platform going also. These boost the algo up a little bit. So my algo picked up really heavy yesterday after the live stream on my other platform. So let's get in, cross post, do both of them, chat with my people, and I can still post and work on some other stuff while I do this. I can multitask, chat with you guys and gals, answer your questions, and everything's good. Everything's good. So that's the general idea here. Although if you guys have ideas for written posts, I can always do written posts on my Facebook while I'm in here. I had one of them kick off one time that someone suggested joking around, and I put it up, and it got like 500 hits, a few weeks back. So, all good, guys. But we'll see who we get in here, Sam. But if you guys hit like as soon as you get in, that will help get more people in and ask questions. And get in, hit some questions. But yeah, so I thought I'd do this instead this morning, and then we'll keep the flow of all the content going. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. But yeah, I'm going to be more political. I'm going to be more outspoken. I'm going to troll, more banter. I'm trolling hard because I'm doing my Facebook and stuff, and I just quite frankly don't care. I don't care about being too serious about anything. I'm going to get rid of the most malicious trolls. Like they're all upset because I wasn't banning on Facebook, right? Because I wanted them to post some, and then once I got everything I needed out of them, I can just ban them. My trolls need to understand they're useful idiots. They're basically cockroaches, and if they can benefit you, use them and then stomp on them. And then watch them cry about it. That's kind of the fun return. No, I'm not going to ban you guys. Just post away, and then once they do, and then you decide you've allowed them to post enough, you go ahead and ban. And then watch them cry and throw temper tantrums and make new accounts about it. I think that part's really, really, really fun. Like when I tell them I'm not going to ban them, and then I let them post, and then I ban them, and then they cry about it. Oh, you just couldn't handle it. And they throw a temper tantrum. Like I laugh my ass off. I'm just like, I got you. I actually think it's funny. So, mess with them. But yeah, no, people are getting pissed. Someone told me where the people are sliding in my inbox all angry at my posts on there. You should make content out of it. So I did. I took one of them and I put it up already. So let's just take haters and turn them into monetized content. Isn't that fun? Is that fun? I think that's fun. Let's literally let haters do their crazy thing and freak out and show how crazy they are, and then screenshot it and make memes out of it and monetize it. Well, I mean, at this point, it really is. Although what I did, Scott, they got mad because the most malicious ones, I let them run, and then I banned them, and then one of them got angry, and he flipped out on me. Right? He threw a little temper tantrum and made a new account, and then I blocked that one too. It's just like, you said you weren't going to ban us. You can't take the heat. And it's just like, I'm just laughing. It's like, I fully intended to ban you. What are you talking about? I got you guys to boost my algos a little bit. And then I banned you. And then you get to make new accounts and come back and do it again. You're my little monkeys, right? You're my little monkeys, and it's your job to make me money. That's the troll's job. They have no existence. They have no value in existence beyond that. And once I'm done with them, they can die. And that's how I feel about them. They're not really human beings. They're basement dwelling cockroaches, So treat them accordingly. Use them as a resource. Farm them. Like they thought they've done for me all this time. We're just gonna milk you now. I'm gonna milk you guys now. It's all good though. Have fun with it. How about you? How are you doing today, Scott? How are you doing today? Yeah. I am personally doing okay. It was interesting. The Facebook yesterday had no comments, but it still got views and then made money. So that was interesting. And it ran the numbers this morning. So I'm going to double stream it. But yeah, man, the political stuff really getting people all fired up. And that's the beauty of it. The other side comes and screams and argues. It's a beautiful thing. And they pick fights while still looking deranged. So they're literally just helping me while looking crazy. Just can't. But crazy people can't help it. They don't have the ability to not do it. So yeah. But how are you doing today, Scott? You've always been a regular and a good supporter. Yeah. And I've come to realize too, from a business end, there's no point in playing neutral. There's no point in giving both sides a chance. I don't need both sides to run a business. And honestly, there's definitely a correlation with a political ideology and the ability for people to even be clients. I'm just going to call it like it is. I've noticed an absolute trend. All right. Scott says, not too bad. Thanks. I've started full body and only 4 or 5 exercises per session though. All right. I mean, I do more, but I'm having weeks like today where I'm like, I'm just going to take Monday off. I've got PRs on Friday. I look bigger and leaner this morning. It's cold. I don't feel like training. I'll just come in and try to hit PRs again Wednesday. As long as we're PRing and we're progressively overloading, gains are going to happen. And it just really, to me, when I look at all this, it dispels this idea of training more. No, higher quality training trumps more. And I get it. I understand why people do the other. I understand why I've done higher volumes. A lot of us are addicted to exercise. Okay. And I think we have to differentiate that. Jason, were you actually the first fitness YouTuber? No, I mean, I'm an OG, but there were definitely fitness YouTubers before me. Do you think full body? I mean, sometimes you could do twice a week. I wouldn't do it all the time, though. I mean, I decided to do this week, and I did it the other week, too. And it worked just great. I'm still getting stronger and hitting PRs. But, I think 3 times is optimal most of the time, But I think that we have to differentiate between this because it's hard for us to compartmentalize. I think for those of us who love to lift and we've had certain reasons to get serious about lifting, therapeutic reasons, we've been morbidly obese, all sorts of things, right? So in those situations, a lot of times we get addicted to exercise. We really do. we're exercise addicts. Like, and it is our fix. It's our high. And a lot of people do that. But we have to differentiate between, are you addicted to the exercise or is your goal gains? Because you don't need that much training to maximize gains. And if you don't have overuse, you hurt less, you get injured less, you can progress better. And I think people forget that too. They forget that part, you know. So yeah. But with you only doing 4 or 5 exercises, no, I wouldn't do only twice. Keep in mind, I'm doing like 9 exercises, you know. So even on days where weeks where I cut it back to only 2 sessions, I mean, it's still 9 exercises twice in a week with hard progression and high workloads for the individual sets. You know? So again, has to be factored in when we think about these things. Um, Traveler North America says, got some compliments on my Jason Blaha shirt at the gym today, coach. Oh, that's cool, man. Glad to hear that. Also, your abs are looking way better lately. Coach, any insights on belly fat loss? Fasting, ultra high protein. Like, dude, I'm probably clearing close to 400 grams of protein a day, and I'm eating it all inside a 6 to 7 hour feed window. Right? That's a massive factor. I could argue about the healthy fats versus carbs and all that, but I think at the end of the day, what it really comes down to there is um, the protein overfeeding with intermittent fasting. And I think Martin Birkin was definitely onto something with that when he pushed it, and it worked insanely well for him. And I mean, and it's working for me. So what if it keeps working? And that's the thing I would say. Like, I'm just midway through that journey. What if I just keep chipping away at the body fat? You know, then what? Because it's not like I feel like I'm dieting. Because I don't feel restricted. That's the beauty of it. So what I'm doing with this, I don't really get hungry, and I think that's a powerful part of the equation, right? The appetite is in check. I've been scaling the coffee back more. I have for the last couple of days. I've gotten to where I only do one big cup now too. So that was interesting. It helps with my sleep. So, but I make one crazy strong French press. I'm grinding all my own beans now. I grind them and do one like tar black French press in the morning in my different whatever coffee I'm going to do. It ends up fitting in just one big cup, and probably a crazy amount of caffeine. So I always get that in by starting by like 6 a.m., 5 or 6 in the morning. Definitely no coffee after 7. And yeah. Sorry, that's a little side note. I do get concerned that I go overly hard on the total caffeine. And I want to make sure we're not affecting sleep quality. But still doing it in that fasted window so we get some fat burning benefit. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm glad you got compliments on the shirt, bro. It's always interesting. I have more supporters out there than haters. You're always going to have haters, but I have to remember that at the end of the day, I have plenty of people willing to pay me to coach them. I have people who like my content, I have people who support me. I think they outnumber the haters. Coach, is that the same shirt from yesterday? I think this one is, yeah. I don't always know day to day. Like, why does it matter though? Like, literally, since I have 4 of the same shirt and I've shown all 4 of them to you concurrently on the camera, does it matter? It's not like I wore it through the rest of the day. Put it on for an hour and took it back off. So does it really matter? Does it matter if I grabbed the same one or if I picked a different one of the identical shirts? Um, Scott says A, squat, bench, pull up. D, deadlift, rows, press, full body, AB can add more. I mean, I would add at least another exercise, you know, but that's not a bad way to go. I mean, it's doable. You're going to need that 3 times a week though, for sure. But I mean, that's a decent setup if you're not going to isolate anything. You don't need any curls. I feel like I can't get away with no curls, really. No matter how much I say I think I can, probably not. Not for Coachino. You guys think I should post for another text status while I'm sitting here chilling? What's something that'll really, really hit people with truth or rage bait? I mean, I put some stuff up that got some heavy hits. It's funny as hell. And they shouldn't even be controversial. One of them is I get the gay retard thing. But that one got 44,000 likes and 1.3 million views. Good afternoon, Coach. I've decided to return to subscribe. Appreciate it, David. Come on back, man. It's all good. Home skillet. An oiled up guitar solo would go viral. No, that's not that phrase. If I type that out on Facebook, I don't think it will go viral. See the problem? I basically asked, what do you guys think I could put for a Facebook post right now? It's just a written post. Because while I'm in the middle of a live stream, I can do typed posts really easy. And a lot of them have done really well. Some of them have gotten a few thousand hits lately. Oh, I know what I can do. How about it's okay to be a straight white male? With a heart behind it. What do you guys think? Does that sound like a winner? With a little heart. And then watch the number of people who come in supporting it and watch the people who will come in screaming, it's not okay. It's not okay. You need to be exterminated. Like, dude, it's crazy. People get crazy, or they'll argue against it. They can't just agree that it's okay. So just if you can't just say it's okay, what does that mean? Like even my post the other day, I just said it's okay to be white. That's it. I didn't even say be proud of it. Nothing like that. Only that it is okay. Man, the arguments and fights in the comments, and the other people like, why can't you just say it's okay? If you can't say it's okay, then you're saying it's not okay. And if it's not okay, what does that mean? Not okay to be that, then what does that mean? That it means we shouldn't exist. So what does that imply? That implies camps, furnaces, right? That's genocide. Does it not? Is that not the implication? If it's not okay, then that's the alternative. Let's just be real about it. Let's just cut the BS. Because if it's not okay to be of a whatever background that is genetic that you have no control over, then that means that that group should die. It's either okay to exist or not. And that is a base response. I agree. Because the actual post that it's okay is an anti-racist post. If we're going to get into the specifics of what that term means. So I went ahead and hit the post on it. We'll see what happens. It might get crazy. Jason getting spicy topics. And that's the whole point. We're getting spicy with it. My other one too that was really good, but it got a lot of support, like a big fighting. But it was interesting um, how many actual Black conservatives chimed in positive. Well, because I put that one the other day. I said it's okay to be a Black Republican with a heart. That's it. There's no hatred there. Like that is the opposite of hatred. But man, did it cause some conflicts. But it also got a massive amount of support. Mainly, I probably had 30 or 40 Black conservatives come in agreeing and then getting attacked for saying it. It's fascinating watching this stuff. Yeah, I'm done staying out of politics and controversy. I'm going to jump balls deep into all of it. We're going to get balls deep. And I have all these haters and detractors who are like, you made this racist. I've made no racist content. I saw people losing their minds about Nicki Minaj speaking at a turning point. Yeah, I've done memes on it. David, dude, I've done hit that. I've hit that a couple times. They're even wanting to get her deported. She's got a citizenship now. Like, so they're these crazy leftists have signed a whole petition to get her deported. Except that she's broken no laws and she now has her full citizenship. Like they don't understand the concept of legal versus illegal immigration. It's just like their brain is so infected with the mind virus that they can't comprehend the difference between someone going through the legal process and being in a country, right? Going through the process versus just coming in illegally. Right, man, it's getting windy as hell out there, guys. It's cold and windy. See all the trees blowing, the bushes blowing. My lawn guy's going to be able to come through tomorrow. My lawn guy. That's what I would say to Vegan Gains. He gets mad at me and calls me a racist. Dude, I literally specifically have used for years a Black owned lawn care company. I specifically chose one. Like that is who I give my money to. Why? It's a very practical, pragmatic reason. You ready? They're not going to be here illegally, and they're going to speak fluent English. I will be able to communicate with my lawn people. Done. Very practical. Let people digest that one for a bit. Let that get turned into some sound bites. Right? I've been using the same people for 3 years. I told the guy that, and he laughed. He laughed and laughed and laughed. He goes, "You're right there. I'm allergic to grass. I hate cutting lawns. Plus, in my garage space, lawnmower, gasoline, all that. Where I work out, not liking that. Need a separate garage building for the gym if I'm gonna do all that. But I actually am allergic to certain types of grass, so it's not worth it to me. Give my lawn guy $50 and we're done. More if I need the bushes cut, Dude shows up, $50, trims the lawn edges, everything's good. Or 55, whatever I pay. No, I don't like cutting my lawn. Eventually, I want a place with no lawn, no homeowners association to make me keep grass, and I want just rock, just gravel. All right. Well, I was in a condo, not technically an apartment, for 5 years. Um, they're individually owned. Yeah, yeah. Eventually, though, yeah, I'd love a place with no grass. I don't like grass, honestly. My dad and I got rid of half of our grass. We were in New Mexico, and I was a teenager. We put down. He had a multi-tiered yard, and so we took half of it and turned it into like white rock, nothing but white rock for half. So he had all his rose gardens, and then we had the big wooden bulkhead and everything there for the different tiers. And he had his rose gardens. We had a little bit of grass, and the rest of it was all white rock. Yeah, I mean the previous condo was okay. It was in a very nice area. Um, you know, I don't pay much more for a 3 bedroom house though out in the suburbs than what I did for that condo in town. Like it's not a massive difference, at least for when I locked in versus what they raised it to when they renovated. Like once it was renovated, I pay like $100 more a month for 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 car garage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's all good, guys. The extra space must be nice. I'd love to have a massive garage as a home gym, right? I have more space than I need right now, though, to be fair. But it's not like a smaller house would be cheaper to for what I'm doing at the moment. Um, Not significantly. I mean, at this point, I pretty much have a guest bedroom with just a bed in there and a dresser. Um, my office bedroom and then my master bedroom. You know. So I have plenty of space. I don't have that much stuff outside of you know the office and the gym though. Like you guys have seen the living room and kitchen and stuff. I mean, my living room's pretty empty. I mean, I have a big rug, I have a sectional couch, and I have just a little table with one of my TVs on it in there. That's my whole living room. Um, though the rug is cool. Admit you guys like the rug. The rug is cool. Can y'all dig my rug? I got a great deal on that sectional too. Like when I ordered it, it was their last one in stock, and they were clearing out that line, so I got it like 500 or 700 off the normal price and free delivery. I think I got that sectional for like $2,000. All good, man. I had to put it together myself, but still. I got some other rugs though. You guys saw in there too. I had that rolled up rug in the living room in the corner. I need to put it in my. I got it originally for the hallway for the hardwood in there. It fits my hallway. Honestly, man, I feel like I need more space in there for the home gym. Might do something different with it in the future when I make my next jump. I feel like my next jump can be more discreet. I figured out how I was doxxed previously. I was doxxed within 72 hours of moving in. Literally had a stalker call my phone and just say my address out in a phone call. So it's like, okay. But I know how they did it. You ever get a home sauna? No, probably not. There's too much upkeep, too much maintenance. I mean, the jacuzzi though is not bad. But eventually, I think people forget cyber stalking is. I've been told. I had a client who was in the FBI, and we talked about this, and he had said the issue is not that they don't want to pop people who are doing stuff like your people are. He's like, it's the lack of manpower. Like they're too busy having to use those same division to track child porn and pedophiles and stuff, are going to be a dramatically higher priority. And so he's like, it's not that it's not felonies. It's not like they can't go to prison. It's the resources are not there. But I think what he had said, he goes, as the laws change and the AI gets better, he goes, AI is going to start tracking all stalkers and activity online like that before long. He's like, so eventually all people who are doing crazy cyber stalking and doxing, AI is just going to flag them and find them and trace back to them their physical locations, and then they can start dealing with them. He goes, and once that happens, people will stop doing it. Yeah, exactly. So if we're out running on camera. So, you know, but that's the reason I've been cool about it now, because people are have known where I lived for years. It's not a big deal. It really isn't a big deal. So like all my worst haters have had my address for 3 years already. And they know for a fact it's my address. You know. So, you know. So next jump, I'm going to lock everything down more. As of right now, like my private life is completely undetectable online. Like I have learned to compartmentalize and isolate everything, um, and I'm managing to keep everything I do completely 100% private. I've successfully learned strategies to do this. You know, yeah. Now we have plenty of firepower, and if I ever have to, then I'm going to be rich and famous. Like that's a lottery ticket for me, and I'm fully aware of that. So when one of them finally is crazy enough to do it, I'm going to make $1 million from it. And I'm going to be on CNN if it happens. So, because they're too crazy to not eventually do it. It's going to happen. And I've already lined everything else up. I filed insane amounts of police reports with various local police, with the FBI over the last 11 years. I have so much enormous amounts of documentation. My self defense is locked in. I'm sleeping in my own bed that night. You know, because they're too crazy to not eventually do it. Like some of them have played their hands with some other stuff. So when one of them does, we're good. Um, and then that will also, on top of it, force the feds to go deal with the whole ring. They're going to be required to. So then the rest of them are going to get arrested or cited. Trump Russell says, can a novice what, bro? Skillet? Let's you must have accidentally hit enter on the button, man. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Waiting on it to happen. Hey, should hope you're able to sleep like a hog during like a log. Now I've been sleeping pretty good, man. Sleeping like a log. Sleeping like a hog too, I suppose. With a belly full of meat. All those that protein. What do you think of Vivek Ram? So I don't know who she is. Trunk muscle. Does the amount of volume change to be doing double progression versus linear periodization for full body? If so, why? Not necessarily. Linear periodization. Notice you said linear periodization, not novice linear progression. So linear periodization example would be you would do 3 weeks of 12 reps, 3 weeks of 8 reps, 3 weeks of 5 reps, 3 weeks of 3 reps, and then max out and then restart the cycle. That would be an example of linear periodization. So that would be 3-week mesocycles, 12-week total cycle on linear block periodization. It's like a classic example. So no, not necessarily. But novice linear periodization, the difference is your sets can sometimes be several reps from failure. No, I don't think novices should be doing linear periodization at all. It's going to be they're going to gain half the muscle that they would gain on something else. I'm just going to tell you straight up, as a novice, if you were capable of gaining 15 pounds of muscle in your first year, you're going to gain 7 instead on linear periodization. Just the reality of it. So I don't know why we're putting that into the discussion at all. All right. Because you're very quickly going to be from failure. Like you're going to make most of the gains in the early weeks, and then it's going to stop really fast. I feel like lunges hit different muscle groups than a squat or a deadlift would. Slightly different from the squat. It's going to be less muscles. It's the same muscles as a squat, just less of them. The glute, quad, and adductor activation pattern's pretty similar, but you're not getting all the core and trunk and back and other things. So is that what you mean? He Jason, have you lived and felt the climate change between Texas and Florida? They're pretty similar. Okay, here's the problem. You asked about Texas. Do you mean the part of Texas I live in, or do you mean the whole state? Because the climate in the whole state of Texas is nothing like the rest of Texas. Keep in mind the size of Texas. But in terms of climate versus the part I live in, it's almost identical. There's very, very little difference. So the coastline of Texas is pretty much the same climate. Lunges hit the glutes medius more. You have zero evidence to support that. Isn't your program 5x5 linear periodization? No, it's a novice linear progression, not linear periodization. Coach, where are we with the post-workout fat intake? For years we were told to limit post-workout when consuming carbs. Is there no evidence? The evidence doesn't really support that being a problem. What are your thoughts on the passing of Bridget Bardot? I don't have thoughts on the passing of Bridget Bardot. Is there something special going on with it I don't know about? So yeah, the Houston area is pretty similar. Why do you ask though? Is there a reason you're inquiring on this? Because I've only been to Florida a couple times. Should I do Zercher squats with heel elevation? No. but no truck. My novice program is not. It is a very weird question. Um, I do have a lot of people in Florida though. Like I have friends, I got family. Um, I have clients there. Let's see. Good. So I'm going with eggs, avocado, oats, blueberries, and flax seeds post workout. Yeah, that should be fine, dude. I don't even eat immediately post workout. I mean, I train fasted. I've been making gains just fine. I've been training fasted for years. Sometimes I don't have any food for an hour or two at all. And right now it's all fat and protein because I wish to visit the U.S. was wondering which state would be better since rather than think of states, think in terms of regions. Think in terms of regions. So the entire southern coastline. Uh, so on the east and west coast. So if you're looking for warm and humid and semi-tropical, so the whole South, so the entire coastline of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, those are all going to be in that range. Most of at least the southern half of the California coastline on the west coast is going to be comparable. Coach, you caught me in the middle of my workout. Got Blaha between my temples during Swiss bar bench. There we go. I need to learn more about strength training before asking your questions. What book do you recommend? I don't know everything. I always say basic reads are Starting Strength, all the 531 books, anything by any of the conjugate books, other textbooks. Let me see. I have stuff immediately handy. These are two books I have immediately handy. These are good reads. So Starting Strength will be great for you as a novice. This is a good one. If you get way more advanced and want to know a lot about programming, the science and practice of strength training. This is a textbook. This is a textbook. Be back. I have Blaha in my headphones during a deadlift 500 AMRAP. There we go. How many reps you getting, homie? Cart Sharp, what's going on, man? I think I've seen you in lately. Because I haven't been in lately, Coach. Coach, Coach Arella. Coach, the Coach Meister, Coach Arama. All right. 5 reps, there you go. But your upper back feels weird now. I think I pulled something. 500 for 5, though. Doing good. Hey, man, that's a lot to deal with. The upper back might have pulled something because it's fatigued. It's fatigued. You're not strapped up for that, are you? This is where you get no sympathy from coach. If you pull something in your back because you're wearing straps, whose fault is that? Truck Muscle said I sound like a dumbass trying to talk to you, dude, to learn. It's all good, man. A little reading, a little research. I mean, if you're strapped up for deadlifts and anything gives in your back, whose fault is it? Not mine, because I tell you guys not to do that silly shit. That's how most back injuries occur on heavy deadlifts. It's from wearing straps. Why? Think about it for a minute. If something is about to give in your back, what does your nervous system do? You're removing your safety mechanism. You're removing your body's safety mechanism to prevent you from hurting your back when you pull things. You're taking it out of the equation. You're removing the breaker box. You're bypassing the fuse. David Smith says, I'm in it for the long haul. There we go, man. But I like mixed grip just fine, dude. I mean, even my 500 for 8 and 9 rep sets are mixed grip, homie. Mixed grip for the win. Jason, what's your deadlift rep set frequency? 1 AMRAP 3 times a week. Saw Dorian tore his lat and blew out his biceps. Well, the straps. Did not know that about deadlifting. Trunk muscle, almost no one knows that about deadlifting. Also, having a weak upper back will make your grip weaker on the deadlift because your body will let go of the grip to compensate every time it feels the upper back straining. I don't know if Ian did or not. No, apparently Ian was out. I don't know what happened or why he's out on bond. He's not talking about it. He's trying to apparently write books about caffeine now or something. I don't know. 3 times a week. Yeah. Dude, I pull 500 for reps every workout. Like you've seen me do like 8 reps with 500 3 different days in the same week. That's how we roll home, Skillet. That's how we get down around here on Team Blaha. That old man strength. But I always squat before I pull and do that. Squat first. So Friday, if you look at my top sets, it was 12 reps on a high bar squat with 405. We did 500 for 8 on deadlift. Then I did 225 for 18 reps on the pause bench. Then I did weighted dips and weighted chins with a 45. I got, I think, 13 on the chins and 16 on the dips. And then we did our little fluff stuff, our curls and all that, reverse hypers. How do I recover? I limit my frequency. I limit my volume. I mean, I don't train more than 3 days a week. I hammer sleep. I hammer huge amounts of protein down, fatigue management. I keep my chill, keep our chill, homie. That's how we do it. We didn't get any supers in this one. Hopefully we get some supers in the afternoon. I might need to run a long one. I might wind this down, get back to my other work, get ready to get some breakfast in too. What do you guys think? But I think I need to get back to making my meme magic. All my clients are caught up and I have no consultation scheduled. It's supposed to be a rest day for me, but I had a really good night's sleep. So I decided it was just cold and windy and I didn't want to bundle up. And I'm like, I hit PRs Friday. I'm probably still growing from them. I looked leaner this morning in the camera. Like when I was checking the mirror, I was like, damn, why I got this big split across my chest? What in the hell is happening? Triceps are looking bigger. I've come to realize that too, and I can look close and analyze. My arm is all triceps. My lack of biceps is the problem. Anytime I do stuff chilling and I look in the mirror, do anything, my triceps poke way out. Time I flex. So as I get leaner, they'll probably look massive. It's my lack of biceps, why I'm pushing curls to failure really hard. Well, I've switched to do chins. I'm not any stronger on chin-ups than I am overhand grip pull-ups. This tells us everything we need to fix that. I want to get up to 20 reps on the 45 on the chins. That's a goal. That should improve my bicepticons a little bit. All right. Do those curls for the girls. Know what I'm saying? The views are picking up all of a sudden. How we got more people in here now? I was thinking of winding this down, and we're getting all people pated. I'll go ahead and end the Facebook. There's not been comments there. That was weird. The one yesterday got no comments, so then it got views later, and it got ad revenue. I don't know. 0 comments. I just can't, y'all. But yeah, you guys want to see some dank memeology? Hold up. Here you go. I just put this one up a little bit. Dank memes melt steel beams, right? You vote, keep going. So check out that dank meme. Hop over and give me a like on that meme. That's funny. I don't care who you are. Because you see her thing. She's got all those crazy stickers on the back of her car. And then one of them that says, what does it say on the sticker? It says, we'll see how you feel about abortion after I F your husband. Right? Like on the back of her little goofy car, right? And it's like, and you'll see in my meme, I put, oh, any guess what the inside of that car smells like? I'm betting a combination of weed and stank cooter wafts out if the window is open. And yes, we had to put stank cooter specifically and highlight it in red. Reverse hypers will try it tomorrow. There you go. I'm a big fan. Could you ever turn one of your rooms? And no, why would I need a meme room? You mean a meme computer? I have right now of memes that I have made. I have 3,500 of them saved on a backup drive. I'm trying to bolt Jace, but now I'm disgusted. Well, then cut. Get rid of that. Don't set off a flapper watch. All right. Yeah, whenever you take your shirt off, you set off a flapper latch. Don't do that. So trim down a little bit, man. Bump the protein up. Try a little fasting. Trim down a little. You'll be good. Well, we don't need a meme room. I have a whole... Dude, I do like 30 memes a day on my page. First, I'm trying a Swiss bar for me today. Much easier in my shoulders, doing the neutral grip, and can still bench. Love it. Nice. I don't like the risk of hitting my face. Like, dude, this I'm too beautiful. Can we get a Cubby impersonation? Maybe. When did I first started making memes? Well, 12 years ago, I made a few here and there. All right. But as far as doing some serious meme making, about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, as of this month, actually. Like, it's actually posting regularly. But then I took a long time off from it, but I've learned how to stay within the rules. I'm not going to discuss my business model, though, any details. You just go. Don't know nothing about it. But see, the one I just linked to you guys is taking a picture I saw someone took online, uploaded it, grabbing it, resizing it, framing it, and adding my own text with my own message that had nothing to do with what they said. And be given exactly. I went slow with the coach, really controlled my reps. My face is my money maker. But see, I put a signature. So when you guys see any meme out there now that has my signature border color schemes, that's my meme. Not looking forward to paying taxes, right? See, you should be voting far to the red, man. You should be on that Trump dance ticket then. Get them taxes down. Everything that Biden screwed me on in taxes, I saw the change in the law is being undone too. Like, my taxes are about to go down. right? My taxes are about to go down at least $5,000 a year, I think. So that's a win for me, off of the same amount of money to the IRS. Doo-doo. So the Biden era stuff is being reversed officially on the 1st. Yeah, buddy. Hypnotize says, Jason, at what point after having been sick can I work out again? I was better than Saturday with cold sweats and chilling all over today. I feel way better, so I have a cough. Are you infectious to the other people at the gym? If so, then you need to chill. That's the thing to think about too. Have you rehydrated? So Team Blaha clients know this line inside and out. You ready? When a virus. They all laughed and they're like, we already know exactly what you're going to say. Carbs, fluids, salts. Coach's orders. Carbs, fluids, salts. Coach's orders. Every time you have a virus. Because if you do not rehydrate, your workout will suck. Viruses tend to dehydrate you. They tend to dehydrate your muscles. You lose electrolytes. You have to hydrate, or your workout's going to be garbage anyways. Dropped in to hit the like Anthony did Jake. Oh, bro. You're like, I'm going to spin his jaw. Take my tricks by force. The girl goes, I got the song wrong. Girl goes, I got the sauce. Or she goes, she knows I got the sauce. I don't know the song, man. I need to have the lyrics up. The thing goes scraw. That's the name of the song. Here you go. I should rap that for a super chat. I should pull up the lyrics. Someone gives me $10, I'll sing it. The thing goes scraw. Anthony Joshua was involved in a bad car crash in Nigeria today. Why are people hanging out in Nigeria at all? Can we vote for a kapow? I don't know, man. I'm not doing that many kapows right now. I don't feel the need to do a whole lot of censorship. 2 people died. Why did he survive? Because he's probably tough. I wouldn't be hanging out in Nigeria to begin with, though. Why are you hanging out in Nigeria? Like, what are you doing there? Get out of there. Don't be in that place. Right? Oh, God. Another one of these moronic CEO experts just messaged me through Instagram. I am going to block him. Boom. Big shot. Screwed new. Rock new. Right? Thing goes scraw. All right. Back over. I felt that that's fitting, by the way, with the line of Nigeria being listed, because I think that guy was from Nigeria. He did that video in the UK. It's worth breaking the bank for high quality cocoa powder that's tested. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know what you're doing with cocoa. I don't know enough about this topic to tell you what to do with your cocoa powder. Doing that cocoa powder. The Nigerian prince wants me to send him 10K so he can send me 100K. How about you send me 1K instead and we just call it even? It'll save you 9,000. Roll it on over home. Just drop that in the super if you want, man. I'm going to drop out of here in a minute. Sounds like a good deal, T-Packs. You know, all these online scams. All these online scams. Yeah. No, I think you should just send me some money instead. Have I not entertained you enough? No, it's all good, guys. What platforms are your memes on? Facebook, bro, Skillet. Bro, I just linked y'all one. A funny one. Hold on. I'll link you another funny one I made this morning. Right here. So go follow all my stuff. Follow my page and go down the road, liking and commenting on all my memes, KGB. Get on it. There's another one I just made. I've already had like 20 up this morning. And I'm going to do 20 more. All right. I saw a story of some random old woman. I make more than 20, bro. I saw a story where some random old woman thought Brad Pitt had fallen in love with her, said he had a car crash and asked her for money for his medical bill. Oh my God. I mean, that level of willful stupidity, I don't even feel bad for. If some random person on the internet tells you they're Brad Pitt and they've fallen in love with you and then ask you for money and you give them money, I don't even feel bad for you. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's crazy when the banks refund these morons. I mean, people really this dumb? Clearly they are, or these people wouldn't do it. They fish, throw out enough lines, they eventually catch a fish. Yeah, I make more than 20, technically, at this point. Well, I mean, Blaze, you saw the funnier one I did earlier, and that's 100% original content. The Brad Pitt thing was ludicrous. Like, I don't see how anybody falls for that. Like, this is not even remotely imaginable. Yeah, I mean, this right here, perfect example. This is just me seeing that picture, grabbing it, and saying, what can I do with this that's funny? Because it's memeable. Like, that picture is totally memeable. A little chop, a little edit, add my signature borders, and we good. My signature border is bank. I'm not going to discuss at all how the financial aspects of Facebook, KGB. I don't discuss any aspect of my business model anymore. I mean, people are making bank though. I've never seen anybody that I've talked to make more than 50,000 in a single month on Facebook though. 50,000 US dollars. That's the most I've ever seen someone admit to. So there's no cap though, technically. There used to be one. I mean, you need some potassium in there, homie. When you have a big following on Facebook, you must be making a killing with that. Well, teach me the ways. No, that's would be a consultation level question. I mean, I don't mind discussing those things in a consultation with people, but keeping in mind, I am feeding my competition. All right. Because their monetization fund is limited. They only pay out something like 100 million a month to people. So there's limited funds. There we go. Fortunately, most people aren't making anything on it. They're like making $10 a month. Well, the market's saturated, but not really. It's saturated in the sense that 95% of monetized Facebook people make less than $100 per month. Just like OnlyFans is saturated. I shut my OnlyFans down, and I've got a lot of reasons why, but even my OnlyFans was listed telling me I was in the top 30% of earners. Top 30%, and it was peanuts. Tells you everything you need to know. There's chicks out there hoeing themselves for $35 a month. Yeah, meme coach on the side. Context, top 30%. I was charging $14.99 a month and had 10 followers and a few tips. Do the math. No, I was just selling foot pictures kind of at the end, and then I just shut it down. Like I was getting $15 a picture for foot pictures of my feet. And I am not joking or trolling. I am 100% dead serious when I say that. I was getting $15 for foot pictures, just my foot, or maybe a flip flop on or a sandal. I had a dude who sent me, let me pick a pair of nice flip flops off Amazon, add it to the wish list. He bought it and then paid me $20 to take a picture of my foot in them. So he bought me some flip flops and paid $20 for a foot picture. In the flip flops that he bought. It's too much around it and it's not worth it. And I don't want the stigma with it anymore in general. Do you like natural hypertrophy? I miss natural hypertrophy like I misses a rock in my shoe. To quote Samuel L. Jackson, people have to, I'm very aware. I made some decent money on some of just the leg and foot pictures up on Facebook. With them dank memes, not steel beams. I need to do a few more though. I'll put some up eventually. So leg pick. Quads on point, y'all. Because you never know, you know. It's like I've taken a random training picture and put it up and it made $30 before. Just me walking with my farmer's walk handles one day made it $30. One video. And then it got a bunch of hate. There were people literally hating on me and a bunch of compliments, especially from women, dudes hating, and then it paid $30 for that one screenshot from my blogs. It's not enough money, KGB. It's not enough money to be worth it. Simplified, current bench one rep max is 130 kilograms. Want that 10 kilograms so bad. So I was thinking of following the Smolov Junior bench. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just keep building the muscle. Don't follow any of the Russian programs. Stop. Don't do it. I did do a little for a little while and it did make money, but I don't want to do it anymore. For a few weeks I did that. I mean, I do have a big dick, so that helps. So I think dudes forgot that. That shut a bunch of haters up when that came out. You got a micro penis? I'm like, no, dude. No, I actually don't. It's very weird that anyone would assess my personality and my deep voice and stuff and assume that I have a small dick. That's a very strange. That's a hell of a projection. All right. That's definitely projection, guys. But that being said, I don't want to do that sort of stuff, and I don't want to really contribute to any sort of pornographic content at this point. I don't hold a very positive view of porn overall, to be fair. You know, I just don't. I don't think it's good overall. I think natural hypertrophy has been detained and deported by ICE. Honestly, I think he's an Algerian national and was probably on some watch list, and finally got popped for some stuff being here illegally, being undocumented. So that's what I think happened. But that being said, guys, about to wind it down. I'll do another afternoon stream, but I got to get back to my other work. I love you guys, and we're out.